Hi, this is Ian at Wirral Computer Services. Today I'm going to be doing a DC jack repair on a Toshiba Satellite U300. First thing I'm going to do is, I know this adapter is good, I'm going to check that this adapter is working on my equipment, showing that there's a voltage. So my equipment works, so we're going to show you that I'm getting the reading. See the reading there? Just shy of 19 volts. Okay, so that shows that my equipment is working properly. This is the adapter for this particular model laptop. Settle down. There we go. 19.2 volts. So that shows that this adapter is working. We're happy with that. Okay. So we're going to with that, remove the battery. Battery's out. So the battery cover is towards me. Clear this area. This is where I put all my screws. We'll clear this area. Okay. So remove the covers. Hard drive cover. The RAM cover gone. There's the you can see where the adapter is here for the DC jack. So it runs, show you. Okay, see that socket there? That's the DC jack there, okay? Go into the back to there. So it runs from there round to here. Great, so we can see where the contact points are on there. So we can do, all we need to do is do the check on it now. So we're going to switch the meter, okay, to continuity, which is, if you've got one of these, looks like a speaker kind of speaker icon. And what this does, continuity test, okay, is it just checks that the contacts are working by making a noise when they make contact. So when we make contact with the two contacts, two electrodes, we get a tone. Shows that it's working. So we'll put this on the back here. Okay, and then there's no break, but what we do notice is we really have to bend that in. We have to make that contact good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the power lead in, switch this back to voltage, put this across the two terminals inside here, see if we get a reading. Very small reading. If we wiggle it, Might get a larger reading, but it's going to take some fiddling that. So this DC jack has been abused. It's been wiggled and wiggled and wiggled. But what we did notice when we did the continuity test, usually it's the middle pin that becomes dislocated, and that's great. This is the negative contact where we're getting no continuity. We have to fiddle about to find it. So it's going to have to come out. So there's our motherboard out. Okay, so we've got the motherboard out eventually. Had to remove the clips that connected the VGA cable. Now we can see where the cable for the DC jack goes round. Okay, so I've removed that now, the DC jack, and I think we can get this fixed without having to replace this part. I don't have this part in stock. I'd have to order it. Simply enough, that's the contact that's the contact there that's gone in, and there's access to the armament from this side. And if we just give it a push, we just give it a push like that. Now that's much closer to the central pin, so that should make a much more strong connection. So we're going to do a quick continuity test on that, on the cathode side. Without trying to touch the positive side. That's a positive connection with no shorts. Check the shorts, no shorts. So we're going to now throw that adapter back into it. Belt tighter anyway. Set the multimeter for 20 volt detection. Put one on one electrode, one on the other electrode. We're not getting any decent contact there, so we're going to make another adjustment, I think. There's actually some corrosion in there as well, so we're clearing. I'm just going to clean that corrosion away. You know, like on a battery spring on the battery, how it goes a bit, it gets that oxide layer on it. So just took away all that oxide. Wow, you can see how much more shiny it is, isn't it? Pick it there, see how much more shiny it is. I've got some alcohol gel here. I'm just going to put in a bit of alcohol gel to clean the remainder of that oxide away. You never want to use too much of that because it will conduct electricity and cause a short. But when it's alcohol, it will evaporate really quickly. So let's see if we can get that continuity. Just a clip and see if it's easier to get it. Should be. Wow, that felt different to me. So let's now put that back onto voltage detection. So we're getting contacts on each connection there. Connections are good. What we're not getting is we can't see any voltage coming across from the adapter going through to them, which is very odd. So what I've decided to do is just take the adapter, pop the adapter in. I've got a good feeling the core, the positive is okay. The negative I think is wrong. So should be able to just check that contact. Great. That's spot on as well. So just the positive contact that's tricky. Okay. Whoop. So I said about this adapter being a bit was given the right current, but it was a bit tricky getting a contact off of it. The pins in this have become bent. So you have the cathode problem on the socket and an anode one on this side. So we're gonna need a pin fix that way. Hi, so I've tightened the inside of the adapter now. So what we'll do is we'll hook this back up onto the phone. Wirral Computer Services, Ian speaking. Oh yeah. I think I've cracked it. It's all in bits at the moment. I think I've cracked it. If you give me about 20 seconds, I can tell you whether I've fixed it. So hang on to stay, alright? And after tightening that up, we're getting the voltage at 19.18 volts. So that's fixed. Spot on. Yes, sweetheart. I'm on the phone to a customer now. I'll look at it in a minute, alright? Alright, good girl. I am Michelle. It's working. So, about 40 minutes, putting it back together? Do you want it back tonight? Right, okay, so what we found is we did that DC jack repair, which did need to be done because it had sunken and it had corroded. So we fixed that, we've reinstalled it, we've fitted the computer back together apart from the keyboard and the back panel. We're going to do that now really rapidly. What we need to do is we need to change the adapter head, so we need to get a new adapter head to go on that cable, and then that will be the job absolutely hunky-dory. So we need to get a new adapter head for that. I'm not going to bore you with watching this because it's already too long, this film, so if you do need any help, please contact us. I'm going to come back showing you things spinning and working in a few seconds. Okay, bye for now. Hi, right, okay, this is where we're at now. This connector on the adapter is faulty. Okay, that's partly to do with the reason why we're not getting the right current, the right voltage, sorry. I have another adapter, a bit smaller, but it should handle 19 volts okay. I'm going to replace this tip with that tip. They're both the same size, and that should do our job for us. So what we need to do is cut this, and on this one you can see that this is a cord wire. So that the middle core is the positive, the outer core is your negative. Okay. This one is 2 wires, so we'll just cut and separate them. Then we're going to expose some of the cable underneath, some of the copper wire, give them a twist. We need to determine which is the positive and which is the negative. So what we'll do is we'll just put it on continuity, put our multimeter on continuity, put it on into the middle of that end, and then just touch. So that's our positive, the white wire, which it should have been anyway. Okay, so the one with the white dashes on it, that's our positive. Oh, go away. Now we're going to separate this. We're going to take the outer sheath off. Give ourselves plenty of room. We want lots of room. That. Twist these up. This is our negative. And we're going to de-sheath the core, the middle core. Like that. The dashed line is our anode. So we're going to link the anode to the anode. Positive cable. Like that. Our negative to our negative. Like that. Now we want to insulate these two cables from each other. Just using insulating tape for this. Okay, and now, so that we've make this a really nice connection, we're just going to get some tape round, starting from well beyond where we put the brake. Yeah. Take it off you then. Why have you got the solder? Why have you got solder? Did I tell you to leave it alone? Wrap it around a pencil or something. No. Hang on. I'm just. Alright, don't be scared. What are you scared of? Okay, so that's that adapter with a new head on there. Nice tidy job. You can see. Good job. Okay, so let's hook it back up to the mains. Get our multimeter, set it to 20 volts. Put the red core in the middle, the black core on the outside. And there we are, showing 20 volts, 19 volts. Excellent, spot on. Straight away, no problems. Get rid of that. Okay, this is the laptop all put back together, with the exception of the battery, which I've left out so I can't cheat. Then open that up. We're going to stick this cable in the back, and the charger light has come on, and we can switch it on. And there we have it, working, spot on, job done. We'll switch off and she can do that later. So we just need to clean her up, as I do with all my laptops before returning them. And that's that one ready for her to collect, because this is a collection. Alright, if you do need any assistance with any of your computer problems, just follow the links down underneath the video there,